Hello and welcome to another gameplay review on the Virkayu gameplay channel. And in this one we have Kayn in the form of Rhaast. We've already done the blue Kayn and Shadow Assassin build for this season. Although as always, Kayn always needs to be updated. There's always a variety of builds that we can use. And this one, as you see, standard Conqueror stuff. The reason we're covering this is because Black Cleaver is now absolutely busted. 400 HP, extra attack damage. We have extra attack damage on the Death Stance. We have no haste on it. A lot of things are changing. And so it's good to see which champions are actually going to thrive and dive onto enemy teams with a lot of CC and of course Amumu's. And a lot of you will be seeing a lot of Amumu's. The carry jungler essentially for low elo, also a carry support for high elo, thus Rhaast will enjoy. Just to pause and let you know that the bootcamp is starting on Monday, January 30th. These are the last few days for you to sign up. $400 coaching giveaway to go with that bootcamp to one lucky bootcamper. We are going to be doing everything for laners and junglers that you need to know. Only last few days for you to sign up. Everything will be available via VOD, so don't worry if you can't necessarily make the lecture times. We are making them as neutral as possible. There's going to be homeworks, games, drills, community. Learning everything about League of Legends from laner to jungle. Myself, Coach Kai, Ghost Academy, starting Monday. Sign up. You have nothing to lose, only everything to gain. 1 division, 2 divisions. Seasons are short. You need the information. Join up. And don't forget all the variety of builds that I will have for Rhaast on the live companion Zarda GG guide. Essentially, we'll keep updating that. There is a Radiant Virtue build going around. Thank you, Charisma. And I had to coach that. I had to live coach that. And he was like, you know what? I'm going to do this Radiant Virtue build. And I was like, okay, let's see how it goes. It goes. It's very interesting. I couldn't quite find a good replay for it, but, you know, as that kind of gains in popularity, perhaps, and maybe it doesn't get nerfed, I will take a cheeky look, but I absolutely love I don't love the Cassandre dying, but I love the 3-quadrant into the gank here. Do we have the damage even? Do we have it? Yes, we do. Fully stacked Conqueror. Slice the bird down. Oh, look, Viego exists. This is a champion. Oh, look, Mumu exists. This is where you're going to see the downside of not having the, of not having Flash. So while we're talking about builds and hypotheticals, you know, a lot of Kayns will just full on clear up and it'll be like, okay, standard stuff. But I love the 3-quadrant into the gank, and I like kind of putting it in a position where it allows you to go away from the bottom lane if you have a snowballing mid. Cassandra TP's back in, and Mumu, obviously, the king of roaming supports, I think, more so than Blitzcrank now, right? We're just so used to seeing the Mumu kind of leave lane and rotate with that bandage toss that's like, right? And the Kayn here, obviously, no flash, we're going for the ghost. This is a high-level Korean game, okay? This is a Grandmaster Challenger level Korean game. So everyone here is aware of the map. Everyone knows how to play the map. And there's a lot of fisting and rotating, which is always fun to watch. Now, when we see the Viego show up here with a red buff, right? We know red wrapped his Grump, he rotated up, and Mumu sliced and diced. We know that the Viego's going down. He's kind of trying to bait them in, say, hey, look, Viego's not here, guys. He's totally not on the way over, right? And bottom lane is, as dense as they are, will always fall for it. Like, you see the Amumu go up, right? Like, wait, we killed him. Oh, okay. We see the Amumu go up. I don't really care about the results-based nature of this. It's more about the fact that we actually end up in that situation here. And Cassandra is going to save the day. Okay, hold on. We'll go back to the Kayn in a second. This is just absolutely ridiculous what I'm watching right now. Kayn's like, okay, I guess I can hold mid lane. Cassandra's like, yes, I'm going to kill the Viego eventually. Level 4, level 3 mid laner. Nope, we don't actually kill him. Or do we? I don't know. Kayn's like, thank you so much for the CS. I'll Puma enjoy. Goodness gracious me. What is going on? Maniva's like, I guess I'll rotate now. Okay, so, yeah, right. In the meantime, you know, this is a good example of camera movement, right? If you're the Kayn, essentially what we've done is, that was chaotic. What we've done is we've gone mid lane level 3 gank. We have then, because we went ghost for chaseability, which is always a good thing if you have low mobility cooldowns, like a Q dash, right? Of course the E also. So what we do is, we go here, we get the level 3 gank before the level 3 meta goes bot lane, whatever that might be. Red Raptor's Gromp, or red side into bottom lane, or blue side into looping, like the Evelyn yesterday. We die, hopefully we don't, but we die. Back to base, out of base with some long swords, take the blue side, take the scuttle, know the Viego's here, bottom lane doesn't care. You know, they're able to turn around the Vayne and the Braum and get some kills back, which is cool, but, you know, it's not really the point. We see the Cassandre move down, so we're like, free experience for us! And we shove this up as soon as the Anivia roams, but because we know the Viego did red, wrapped his Grump, we know we're gonna have That beautiful 415-ish Raptor camp spawning very quickly, so we'll snack that up. Level 4. We'll go and take his level 1 Krugs, and then we'll go back to base. So as a Kayn, that's a really early level 6 that we can now use, all right? And from this, the Virkayu is actually going to just go back bottom lane. Why? Because he knows the Kayn was mid lane, shoved it out, and moved up to the Raptors. It's logical, and we saw it. So we know the Kayn's going to take that, take the Krugs, reset. Now, the mind game is, does the Kayn go top lane? Does he reset? Does he go top? Obviously, the Kayn's going to come to the bottom side. But the Virkayu's like, well, if I can repeat gank this lane and get out ahead before the Kayn arrives, we can at least get the bot lane snowballing. So he does that, which is all he can do. Except the bottom lane, as always, will be lazy. Zeri says, look at me, that's balanced. And now we don't have the knockup, but we do have the ultimate, and we have the slow, so we can hit, we can ult, we can come out, and we can slice. It's so fun to use. But we know Virkayu's in the area, and we do have to pay attention for the Nivea roaming as well, because the mid lane is, you know, it's Korea, right? They want to do those things. So, nice use of the ultimate, early ultimate, before jungler, before laners, use it, right? The benefit of getting an early ultimate, when solo laners are getting that 5 minute, 35 minutes level 6 and whatnot, and bottom lane is obviously significantly later, can we use our ultimate? Just to get that kill before they have theirs. And then when they do get their ultimate, ours will almost be up again. So you can almost get a 2-for-1 special and get free kills from it. Our top lane Rengar, obviously it's Korea, so he's more of a top laner here, dies to the Akali. Unlucky. He tried. From this, we fall back to base. Virkayu, in the meantime, most likely going to be clearing his blue side. Will most likely, if he hadn't reset at that point, go back to base, flex to the top side. Otherwise, he'll stay out and then float. So this deep ward, super good. Here we see him actually pulling it. So there you go. Got the Noon Quiver, going straight to his red. This is huge. You always see people come out of base for the Krugs, for the red, for the Krugs into the red. If they want the Herald, it's a really good deep ward to get. And it can stay alive for a long time. Oh, look at this. Red, Raptors, Krugs, checks out. Now most likely cutting up here to gank on the Rengar, or just lane ganking that sucker because he's been chilling over here. Kayn's like, well, I was bot, had all my camps up, did a full sequence up, have my 20 stacks, he has 23, I've elevated smite, we can coin flip a Herald potentially as well because I have the enhanced smite. But alternatively, I think we want to go get some orbs. All my Kayn mains know it's about the orbs, and of course Akali, Virkayu, Rhaast. Very, very nice. She's going to do the dashings. We'll have the Q. Nice root by the Rengar. Very good, sir. Nicely done. Thank you. I love that skin. The pretty skin. The pretty kitty skin, so good. Even the main channel video I just put out with Rengar, thumbs up. Now, we would love to do this Herald and activate some cash money infusion. And I think we probably could get away with it if you were not in high elo. I think if you're in a regular MMR range, this is something you can easily snack because she's not going to rotate. He's like, well, guess I'll hold top lane, and he might coin flip it. But if you have a big, big lead, you can take it. Now, in this particular regard, we have form. Ooh, that looks like, that's nice chroma. You know, we have form. So why kind of coin flip base Kayn when we can go back and become 400-pound Chad, 8 feet tall Rhaast? And instead of going to the bottom side, gank your bot lane, dragon, sequencing up again, we can come straight back to the top side and reverse our sequence to get the more important objective for snowballing, Herald. So, first of all, do blue, because it gives us level 8. We know that at this point, the Virkayu will most likely not have taken the Herald if he didn't try to sneak it already. If he did, we'd kill him. Which means he's resetting or going straight to the bottom side, or resetting and going to the bottom side. Wait, I said that twice. He's resetting and going to the bottom side, always walking all the way across if he's silver, who knows. Now, we do have mid-prior here, not top lane, Akali is going to rotate, but we are Rhaast. We have everything available. I like this chroma a lot. Right? It's a good one. Now, I love all the new skins we got, the prestige skins and so on, but I don't like that Rhaast is blue. It bugs me a little bit, right? Like, it's inverted. It's like unnecessarily inverted. Anyway, so the Virkayu says, okay, look, I can probably snack with said prior a dragon, which of course he does. Rhaast is now here to protect his red side from said Sword Lord and potentially look for counter gankings or pressure bot lane. At this point, we're kind of probing. Okay, deep vision, we know we are seen, so basically a little bit of, hey, I'm going down, I'm going up again. Asante ults in the middle of the lane, he's down 2 levels. Kayn says, hey, I can help you. And when we shows up again, we're just going to make sure we hit all of these spells. There's a W, the Virkayu's rotating as well. We do have ult also. Can we save our ult? No, we have to use it into the Anivia just to get the kill. Guys, it's a Rhaast, he has Q, he has Ghost, he has mobility, we have a rotation from the Braum, we have an ult from the Braum, we have sustain, we have knockups, we are evil, and we kill everybody. So there you go. I love it. Early form, early 6, snowball win by 25. Or 26, I should have said for the rhyme, but that's the whole point, right? The whole point is, you're a scaling jungler, late game beast. Yes, plates. You're a scaling beast. You don't have to kind of be like relaxing and farming and thinking, you know, this is fine. Eventually I will be strong. No. Take hold of the game, especially against all these ganking meta junglers. Take hold of the game, get yourself fed early, and then you bring your late game to the early game, and then the early game champions are like, and then you destroy them. That's the goal. That's what we want to do. That's the mentality you got to have, and I love it in Korea especially. In Korea especially, the snowballing Kayns and Rhaast just they take over so quickly because they know that this champion is 2 champions in 1. And with buffed itemization, yes, there are some cool stuff we can do. There's some flexing builds we can do. I love still like Slayer Rhaast builds, even though they nerfed it, it's still good, right? There's still some combination of itemization that you can go. Radiant Virtue turned out to be quite funny. One time, 400 healing in one fight. We 1v1'd an Aurelia, who was a level ahead, because we had Radiant Virtue, and she went Ravenous, and Ravenous no longer has Omnivamp, right? So they took that away, and all of a sudden that sustain was gone, and we had 400 healing from our Radiant Virtue ult proc. It was really interesting to watch, actually. I'm going to be uploading that to the coaching VOD access thing on my site, because I think it was quite interesting to watch and to talk about. Now we have essentially a lot of flexing and decision making. We can go with second itemization. I do think that Black Cleaver was already strong, shred, haste, health, AD, and they were just like, have more. Go on, have more. And it's like, all right, I guess I will. And so the Black Cleaver works really, really well for the Radiant Virtue as well because of the bonus HP aspect. Now we have them 3 gathering mid. Our Cassante is not doing so good. But again, level 6 in Mumu. We are Rhaast. We have 10 stacks on our jungle item. We are 2 levels ahead of the Viego. And most Viegos, hey, you see one Kraken. Good job, sir. You went Kraken, but of course now you're behind. The idea is to go Kraken and Blade and be ahead. And he's not ahead. People get blinded by meta and meme clears. Like, hey, we must gank bottom lane level 3. You don't have to. In the 99% of elos, you don't have to. Your bot lanes are too stupid to be able to carry anyway. You know? So in this case, hey, red mid is better for me. And then, of course, counter jungling and level 6ing bottom lane is great for me. And then, of course, pressuring the map with some objectives and rotating for, you know, multi-fights is better for me than necessarily just straight up camping my bottom lane. Here now, obviously, we have no camps to do, so we wait for the bait. And we know Viego was on the bottom side. This is really, really good. And Mumu went too deep. Doesn't really matter. We counter gank beautifully. Can we get another W onto the Zeri? Doesn't really matter because we have the Braum passive block. Oh, that's unlucky, but we'll have a Q to gap close. Nicely done. Remember. In that Radiant Virtue build is also Shojin. So your W cooldown is insane, so you just keep missing it as much as you like. So if you're a W misser, then, you know, the Radiant Virtue with your Mana Moon and your Spear Shojin and your Black Cleaver. Right. I was not a believer, and now I'm like, okay, I have to see more, but okay. You have my attention, you know. You had my curiosity, now you have my attention. You will get my belief when I see more. But for this standard stuff, you can just go Gold Drink a Black Cleaver. Don't sweat it. Don't overthink it, right? Just go play Kayn, go play Rhaast, go play jungle, get your itemization, win the game. A lot of things you can go with more and DD still. I mean, DD obviously is not the same without the haste, but the added AD is nice, right? And because we have direct conversion of AD into sustain, for us it's nice. Holding top lane, falling back down to the blue side. Dragon is spawning, so we kind of want to cut in here, maybe contest this. I don't think the red team are in a position to really do anything about it. So we have time here. And that's the most important thing. When you have time, it's always fine. To rhyme, but it's more like, don't need to rush and sit in the dragon pit and like, where's my team? Do your blue side quadrant. We know we're gonna cut in. We have the deep vision. There they go. We know they're gonna try and rotate over, maybe sneak it away. Like maybe he's a little bit too lackadaisical, but we see the bot lane, top lane, mid lane. Relax, right? You're up 2 levels, you're up 3 levels. If they can walk in this situation and take this dragon and get out without you rotating and punishing them in a very severe way, then you misplayed the situation. Then you maybe did this and went up. Like, he's not even there. He's like, I know I can't contest it. But no bot prior, Rhaast just kills us all. Like, I'm just going to give it up. So that's why there's no stress. So we do this to do this, because now he's going to try and do this, knowing that we're here doing that, and then he's going to realize there's nothing here. So you deny the counter jungling, right? That's the point of just slowing it down a little bit, because as long as you deny, you're good. Now, obviously, we know he's going to be taking that. So what we're going to do here is ensure we can elevate the game state a little bit. And if our bottom lane is winning, losing, doesn't matter. We go bot lane. We make it win. End of story. ADC is irrelevant in this particular case. 2-1-0. 6-1-1. Carries are you. And the problem is, AD carries have this ego like, I'm the win condition now. No. Rhaast is the win condition. We're going to end this game before you even become relevant with your 2 items. And of course, Virkayu takes that, goes mid lane, kills the Cassante with the Amumu again, also mid lane. So Cassante's probably flaming the Kayn, rushing Jack's show as well, comedy. And when that happens, let him sweat, let him complain, let him cry. You know this game's free in the bag. Let them take the tower, don't die for this, right? Because this is the problem. Cassante insta dies, and then you're like, well, I can 1v3. A lot of CC, right? The CC still ends up getting you. So don't cross to hold that tower, 3v1 and die. Now they've got Herald 3 numbers and they can get 2 towers. 2 turrets. Because when you do that, unfortunate things will happen. Okay, Virkayu shows bottom lane here. Deep vision, always good when you take the bottom lane tower. Rengar's like, well, I mean, we really are carrying this game and going to try and end early in a situation where both solo laners are just straight up losing. Like, both solo laners are just inting. Inting for high elo, right? We have 7 out of 8 KP. We're just looking for the fight now. Let's clear this ward. Very good. Amumu shows up with our Braum. Zeri tries the pokies. We're going to help him with a dash. Q dash over the wall. We're going to hit that W knockup. Do we want to go in? Yes, we do. We force the flash because the Braum ult hits. The Braum flash ults hits nothing. That's typical of the Braums on your team. Nivea's rotating. All of a sudden, it's looking like a pretty damn bad fight for us. We have the TP from the Cassante coming in. We're going to peel on the back line here and make sure we can deal with the target. We are going to get the knockup. Avoid the knockup on the Virkayu because he's getting a reset. Ult the Akali. Can we get the juicy? Yes, we can. Very nicely done. Double knockup on the Q as well. Vayne's like, hey guys, I'm here to help. And everyone's like, hey guys, look, we're such a good team. And Kayn just like, yeah, that was all me, but okay. And this is my point about the Ghost, about the, I still prefer Flash. I think Flash is insanely powerful, but remember that the Ghost allows stickiness in these kinds of comps, right? Chain it together, keep chasing down, which is what we want to do. But this was very much Black Cleaver and Gold Drinker doing the good work there. The stickiness, the haste, the AD, the HP, everything. I never say that. It's H, not H. Yeah, we agree on this? We agree on this? We also don't, like, you know, put milk in first. Exactly. So what we're going to do here now is watch the wave crash. Watch this wave crash. Watch Cassante crash mentally. And, if the Vayne is shown, if the ADC show themselves to be somewhat competent and you really don't need the red, and their whole entire mental fragility is hinged on this actual red buff going to them, give them the red. But typically I would just keep it for myself and carry the game, like, no stress. Seems though in high elo Korea, obviously there are some rules you have to abide by. Deep vision here, we are seen. Oh no. Well, let's just scan it and clear it. Very good. Yeah, this is the kind of non-stressed, relaxing 1v9 game, whereas the Talon game we had on the Talon video was the opposite, right? That was like a high-stress environment carry. That was a quick decision-making, flex, which is what Talon can do. Kayn is almost like the meant-to-be-a jungler part of Talon because of the rotation on the E. Pushing the tower, we have the crashings. Virkayu goes in with Kraken Slayer Black Cleaver. That's a fascinating build. And dies. Who could have foreseen such an outcome? Amumu goes in, gets a Giga ultimate here. Doesn't really matter because Rhaast is going to turn back and try and peel as best he can on his Braum, who's a beast. Be able to stick to the Akali, kill the Akali, knock up the Zeri, auto-attack the Zeri. She dies. Cassante's going in himself onto the Nivea over here. Q3 hits. Nicely done, sir. And from this, we say, guys, just come, Baron, quick, let's go. Ping them, and they should all arrive. Make a lead, and they will come. Well, mostly. It's better to play champions that can do that with 2 people. I feel like if you're doing that where you automatically require an ADC, sometimes it sucks. So if you can do that Baron by yourself and whatever champion you're playing, that's good. Straight out of base, straight to the dragon, unless of course people overcommit, then don't waste your time. Just flank E, like Virkayu's just given up. Not giving up, but he's Hex Flash. He's not too concerned about contesting things, he definitely can't win. 12 to 14. I think, honestly, if you're against this Virkayu, sorry, if you're against this Kayn and you're below GM, below Master, most likely you're like 3 levels down, right? Most likely 3 levels down. 4 levels down even. 5 levels down even. Whereas a higher elo, Virkayu, even when behind, is able to at least find something to keep himself within touching distance of the experience. Wait for the flankings. Q3 by the Cassante into a W by the Kayn, into an ult by the Mumu, into an all-out by the Cassante to the left, and instead we're going deep within. Another W hits, very, very good. I mean, we all know what Kayn does, right? Oh, misses W, that we all miss Ws. But if you have any sort of CC on your team that can set up your W, it's absolutely lovely. Beautiful. Right, the game looks to be in control. However, very frequently a lot of people will try and push to end here. 10 seconds for Kali, we're kind of low, she has ult, you get executed, you give the shutdown, they push out the inhib, they farm the inhib for a couple minutes, they take the bounty on the dragon. It can very easily swing, the pendulum can very easily swing the other direction. So just know, inhib, back, take your stuff. I mean, see? I mean, obviously, we killed the Vayne, sorry, we killed the Akali still, but you know what I'm saying, right? Like in low elo, that wouldn't happen. Your ADC just dies. And Viego's getting, like, the Kraken's doing the work here. He's gonna get the healing. Oh no, good stun, good stun, good stun. Kayn's like, I'm gonna rotate and get the kill. Now everybody's dead. Now the inhib is down. We want to go back to base, but we have the Baron. How much gold do we have? 1,850. Wards placed by the Mumu. Tried to... It's the shiny object syndrome. You won't take the tower if you just feel like you have to take... I mean, look at this. Another bounty. You see what I'm saying? 1,000 gold shutdown, a bounty on the bottom side. Just be the consistent factor. Be the non-tilted factor. Be the, you know what, we're going to win this game factor. Watch the Zeri though. Oh, dear me. I mean, for them. That was an oh dear me for them, not for us. We're fine. Boom! Zeri's rotating there. She is. Rengar's like, hey guys, I'm in the game, guys. I got this, guys. Don't worry. It's an 8. Never mind. Never mind. He thought he did. Oh, no way she's lazy backing. Come on. Ooh, okay. So if you're going to lazy back, you got to keep the camera on yourself. Don't bring up the shop. Because if she did, she would have died. Viego shows up again, respawn. Now is going into his Blade of the Rune King. I feel like there's a little disconnect in the build order there. But Sessa, whatever. Oh man, the back cancelings are so irritating. What are we going to go get now? I mean, I would like a BF sword and a stopwatch, but he's just recognizing that they have a lot of magic damage. That's the threat in this game. I have no issue sticking and killing the rest of them. The Akali, the Nivea, the Mumu, that's going to be the issue. Therefore, I'm just going to go into Spirit Visage and never die. Right? They cannot kill me. I can kill them. If I add more resistances, they still cannot kill me, even less so. But I can still kill them, and you have better sustain. If you get caught out with the randomness. So, probably Spirit Visage GA would be the final itemizations here. Hello, Mumu. May I hit you? No. But you wanted friends. Now, the Viego's chucking things over the wall. I mean, this pathing is just a bit lazy from the Mumu, but again, that's a Kayn talent thing where they can just get into your jungle. Q3 again by the Xante, very, very nice. Max range W hits here. We have the Braum passive, very, very good. Viego ults, hits nothing, gets killed. And we're going to chase down the Nivea. I mean, look at this. Just observe. This champion, and no blue Kayn is the sexy one. Although I disagree on that. I think Rhaast is better. You know, I know blue Kayn is the attractive one for you guys to play in carry 1v9, but just do this, do the same amount of damage, sustain even more so, and just never die, and you can go 17-1 in hey, it was 26 minutes. In 26 minutes, basically, and carry games. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, so thank you very much for watching. I enjoyed that. I hope you did as well. Make sure to keep an eye on all the Kayn builds and the Rhaast builds that will evolve as we get more into these fighter item changes to see what works and what doesn't. Thank you very much for watching. As always, I will see you all in the next tutorial, or the bootcamp. The bootcamp.